Hello everyone, Switch Double here. I want to talk about something very important. Ever since My Little Pony has started in 2010 and will end in 2019, ever since the fandom just exploded with many fanfiction stories, including within LGBT community. But here is one thing here, there hasn't been much as showing as the same gender couples in the series itself. But except for one part there is one icon couple has been showing, even though there aren't actually, well, technically not as a living couple, but they're just friends. But that is Sweet Drops, or aka Bon Bon and Lyra. That is the most iconic couple we've seen, or at least the pair we've seen in the show, showing as slight as a show to be as one in the LGBT community. I am myself a very supportive to that community. I have a friend who is a lesbian, and I am proud of that. But we haven't seen much of that in the series itself. But there isn't no judgment in that in the series. So why would not the people saying, "Oh, there are not any those couples in the series. This show for kids. Why showing that for the younger children?" You have to realize the old family out there, the old children could have two mothers or two fathers instead. So why wouldn't that not showing into to the open audience? Who knows? Perhaps the companies of the Hasbro didn't want to show that. Perhaps they thought that this was too much young for that. Perhaps they thought maybe the younger audience would not even understand what lesbian, bisexual, gay are in meaning for. Perhaps they thought maybe they were in their early teens. Perhaps then they believed that they couldn't understand the concept of being of that community, and that they thought maybe children from age 4 and up would even understand the meaning of LGBT community. But they're wrong. There are actually children in that age who knows about, at least understand some of the basic of that, who could have two mothers or two fathers in the family. So why wouldn't not showing as much of this in the show itself? So within the official show, there isn't been showing any sign of that. But instead, right from that, but the fans seeing Bon Bon and Lyra as a couple, and even another one, Octavia and Vinyl. They are often showing as romantic couple as well in the fanfiction stories. So why wouldn't that seem as a bad thing? So I think Bon Bon, Lyra, Octavia, and Vinyl are the closest things as possible to be LGBT community in the My Little Pony series. Even though this hasn't even been confirmed, even though that they both live together with a friend, which seems to be friend, even that could seems that they are friends, but they could be more. Perhaps Hasbro they want to announce that, saying that you're just friends, live together like roommates. Even if Vinyl and Octavia are completely opposite. Octavia likes classical music, meanwhile Vinyl likes DJ jobs or work like pop music, and they're completely opposite. But they still could be a couple. Even they are completely opposite of music interest, but that is probably the only thing. Even they are still doesn't even like the same music, but they can still have much any other common interest. Well, there was just one thing from the episode Slice of Life, when Octavia is practicing for the wedding, and seems both of them, for some reason, seems to be enjoying the combination of the two classical and the pop music from vinyl into one piece in for a wedding. So why not version of that saying Vinyl and Octavia are dating, just perhaps they are dating, but just showing it as off screen. Or that could have been the Hasbro company thinking, no, the younger audience would not even understand what they're meaning for. Perhaps that's right, but who knows? I don't think that is in the case here. I know for sure there could be some romantic relationship in this series. We have seen Big Mac with Sugar Bell, which is a male and female with a normal couple, but nothing as much as a same gender. Perhaps that Starlight and Trixie could be one, but at the same time, a little bit curious about that. They're even also the complete opposite. Starlight, she likes to be open with her magic tricks, but Trixie, she can still be a little bit more, well, I'd say, a self-absorbed person. She still brags that she's the great and powerful Trixie, but at the same time, who knows? Perhaps they could end up together as a dating. Who knows? But there are only those three known friends, or at least mares, we know for sure could end up being a romantic couple. Vinyl with Octavia, Trixie with Starlight, Bonbon with Lyra. Those are the only three known friends couples we know for sure could be romantic couples. But if I had to say, Lyra, Bonbon, Octavia, and Vinyl are the only ones who is a romantic relationship, even if that hasn't been seen showing. But I believe it's 100% accurate they are actually in a romantic relationship, even though the Hasbro one that perhaps doesn't even want to confirm this or to make it as an official, those couples are dating. They perhaps was saying that they're just roommates living together. But what if there isn't? Perhaps they are a relationship as they consider it. You have to consider all the facts. You have to be showing through of all the possibilities there. Even if there are so many possibilities saying they are just friends, they aren't roommates, yes. But there could be some signs indicating they are in a relationship, even that this seems to be almost passing opposite common interest. Like, for example, Octavia and Vinyl, completely completely opposite music interest. But that is one thing. What if they both seems to have much other common interest? Like, Octavia can very much love Vinyl's cooking, and Lyra can much enjoying Bonbon's sweets, cookies, baking, everything she does. And Lyra, eller Bonbon, could still also love the very relaxing music, which is that Lyra can using magic to her to make her lyre to make music. Perhaps they had the same type of music interest and love to be in each other. So why would not they showing any sign of any try and at least of bisexual or lesbian relationships in the series? I'm not mad because they're even showing any signs as officially. I'm just a little bit curious, that's all. Probably many other in the Winter fandom saying, why isn't there any same gender relationships couples in the series? That question might never be answered because even if the fans are perhaps with the fandom hoping it could be officially true same gender couple in the series soon enough. But we have to be once open hearts, open minded for that. But there is just one thing that Mag could end up this hopes to the end. Since we know for sure now that this series is going to end this year. So any hopes to see any same-gender relationship is very small at the moment, but I still hope there could be some official couples out there in the series which hasn't been revealed yet. Who knows? Perhaps we can see some in the layers later on in the series, but I want to see and it happens. Not only because for my sake, but for everyone else who likes this series, those who is within this community. My friend, who is very close to, she liked this series. And she's a lesbian, and she is proud to be part of the community, which is I am as well. I'm supportive to that. So, but I know for sure, well, perhaps I think that Hasbro are supportive to this LGBT community, but just hasn't been made it official in the series itself. But I can say, not as if officially myself, but I think Vinyl, Octavia, Lyra, and Bonbon are, as a romantic couple, just hasn't even been announced as official, but I think they are as a romantic couple, even they live together, perhaps not have as much as, well, much in common, but even that Vinyl Octavia doesn't have the same music interest, who knows, it doesn't even say that they have to have the same in common interest in all of it. But there is one thing I have to admit though. I didn't expect to see Vinyl's and Octavia's home to be the completely different designs inside. They literally split the sides of the house in half. Well, not literally, but they had divided the house one side up to Vinyl's and her design of her love for her music and Octavia for hers. So why would not that indicate a relationship between them? They talk to each other. That seems not to be fighting or something. They're just talking, but seems to be interacting well together. Even that when seeing Lyra and Bonbon say they're best friends and live together, but who knows? They could be dating. Just that was actually in season 7 when that happened. So who knows for sure that they could by now be a romantic couple. So I believe 100% for sure that Vinyl, Octavia, Lyra, and Bonbon are romantic couples. And I don't know how many more out there could end up in the same thing. Who knows? It could have been two stallions being together. I don't know. But since the fandom started 2010 and just exploded from there, and so many characters has been introduced in the series, so many lesbian, bisexual couples, fanfiction stories has been out there, including with the main 6. Which not once surprised me at all. I mean, there has been so many romance in the series. Rarity was so much in love with Prince Blueblood in season 1, and it wouldn't surprise me all of this. So, if there are fans or one of my viewers thinks I am right about that Lyra, Bonbon, Octavia, and Vinyl could be a romantic couple, just hasn't been showing it, and if they think that no, they're just friends, that not something else, but I mean, I completely understand your opinion about that, and I support that, because you can't be forced to believe what others think. If someone thinks that Twilight could be very much interested in Pinky or Fluttershy or some other things, no, Twilight is she's straight, she's in love with a stallion, she perhaps will end up in Flash or some other stallion. But we can't say for sure. What with the fandoms, with the writing of the fanfiction stories is potentially endless. I mean, there is a limited unlimited potential of love stories for within the LGBT community. So since the fandom started 2010, it just exploded with the potential of all the stories, including with the main six and and many others. But I just want to talk about this topic, which has been on my mind for a while now, and I just want to say that. So if my fans or viewers have only opinions or thoughts about this, at least what you think, or any of those, if you have your own beliefs, if there are any couples out there could not be shown yet, or there could has been officially a lesbian couple out there or a gay couple, who knows? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Switch Davo over and out.